Now we have added the migration and pushed that to database to add inquiry header and detail. We need to add that to repository pattern so we can access the data using our controllers. Inside repository, we can copy the product repository and paste it here, and we'll do the same inside the class. We'll rename the class here to inquiry header first, and we'll change the interface to iInquiryHeader repository. Perfect. We'll copy the interface name, paste it here. The repository will be on inquiry header, and we do not need the get all drop down here. Only thing will be update. This looks good. Let me save this and work on the actual implementation here. And we'll copy the inquiry header repository, paste it for the constructor and class name, and we'll make the default changes. Perfect. We do not need the get all drop down. Let me remove that. And in update, we have the inquiry header. The DB will be inquiry header. So that's the default changes that we typically do when we add a new repository. Once you do this, we can copy the inquiry header and paste it for inquiry details. We'll call this inquiry detail. We have been using singular throughout, so we'll make sure we follow that pattern. We'll paste it here. Make sure you're working on the detail. We'll have the iInquiry detail repository, and perfect. Everything looks good with this final change. We just need to add the interface for iInquiry detail repository. So let's do that. Perfect. So you can see when we add repository, it adds a little bit of time to what you typically do rather than using just application DB context. But that time is justified when your application is mid-scale to large scale. So managing data becomes easier with repository. Once we add this repository, we need to register in our startup.cs. So where we have the product repository, we can do services.add_scoped. We have the inquiry header, and we have the inquiry detail. Perfect. So we have added both of those services to our container. Now when we work on the inquiry controller, we will be able to access all of this. So let's continue with those in the next video.